Hi, I'm Tom Rawlings. As I step in to serve as interim director of this agency, I want you to know how much I have come to admire the social workers on the front lines of our system who protect vulnerable families and vulnerable children in times of crisis. You go into tough neighborhoods and you work with people deeply in need of help, some of whom don't want to acknowledge that need, and you get little recognition for the lives that you improve and the lives you save. I hope you will see me as coming to this interim director role not as an outsider, but as someone who has worked alongside you in the child welfare field for almost 20 years. I grew up in Sandersville, lived there for the past 18 years, and served there for 7 years as a juvenile court judge for Washington, Jefferson, Candler, Toombs, and Emmanuel counties. That's in regions 7 and 9. I've represented parents and children in juvenile court, including immigrant families who spoke little or no English. I once lived in Guatemala and helped a multidisciplinary team of professionals there protect and restore child sexual abuse victims. Under Governor Perdue, and more recently under Governor Deal, I've been your state child advocate, tasked with trying to help our child welfare system work better for the children and families who so desperately need its help. As your interim director, my role has changed. In my new role, one of my main tasks will be ensuring this agency continues to do good work and that our next governor inherits a stable agency with an empowered workforce who are able to do what is best for children. You will not see dramatic changes in processes and procedures over the next few months, but I hope you will see us focus on continuing a cultural shift in DFACS. I am a firm believer in the biblical principle that he who would be great among you must first be your servant. Our job as leaders is to support those who do the toughest work on the front lines. We want to create a just culture, a safety culture, in which those closest to the families we serve feel supported in their work. We must develop a culture in which we prioritize child safety, something that is better done by encouraging our frontline employees to speak up when they disagree with a practice or policy, and by using mistakes as a learning tool, not as a reason for punishment or blame. In the next few months, we have some big tasks ahead of us. We have to make decisions about how best to implement the Family First Prevention Services Act. We need to continue to recognize that placing a child in foster care is a drastic step that can cause a child lifelong trauma. Let's use community-based services and extended family members to keep children safe whenever possible. And let's work more closely with our juvenile courts, our CASAs, and our attorneys to continue ensuring that children's voices are heard and that parents understand what we are trying to do for them. Let's quickly identify what a child needs to be safe and provide those services so the child can either return to capable parents or find a loving, permanent home through guardianship or adoption. Back around Christmas, I had the opportunity to go out one evening and shadow one of your case managers in Chatham County, Bridget McAfee. And I was reminded just how much we must rely on the dedication of professionals like her, who are out making decisions about real people's lives at all hours of the day and night, and how much our efforts need to be focused on supporting those professionals. Whether you're working in OFI or child welfare, our role at the state office is to make your work more effective, and it should be. Please feel free to share with me how I and others at the state office can best support you, and over the next few months, let's make sure that we stay connected.